Look at the balloons! I almost hit the pinata!
You should have stayed in Chicago and saved everybody grief. We all know Sam's a troublemaker.
Well, your Bobby is Sam's age. Aren't you worried about him?
I've heard enough. This is Louise's birthday party, and you got Portia here all upset.
Jody's right. We've got to get to the bottom of this.
There's nothing to get to the bottom of.
I think there's something wrong with Louise.
Why? She said something?
No, but all of a sudden she's wet in her bed. And she doesn't want to play baseball anymore. It's for boys. And last month, there was blood in her underwear. Louise said she scratched herself diving into the swimming hole, an underwater branch.
Five other families have come forward. Spence is having Sheriff Staghorn pick up Wynn tonight.
Thank God.
I'm just saying, I'm not happy. I don't think you did it.
It's not your job to think. The grand jury says there's enough evidence for a trial. It's your job to bring him in. And it's my job to prosecute.
Look, I spoke to these kids. They are 8, 9 years old, and they will say whatever, whoever they spoke to them last told them to say. Now, I've known Wynn all his life, and I don't want to be a person that I'm going to regret later.
I don't care what you want. Just do your job.
Ladies?
That's right. Just do your job. You think because you drink beer with a guy means he isn't guilty.
This is a witch hunt.
Those people are supposed to protect my daughter?
And how does the defendant plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Bail is set at $150,000.
Your Honor, Mr. Cook is established in the community. His family goes back generations.
Your Honor, these are serious charges. We have indications this is not his first offense.
My client does not have a record.
What?
Well, I'll sleep a lot better knowing Mr. Cook put up a little something to ensure his presence in court. Bail is set at $150,000. Trial in 1 month.
Not his first offense.
Like a Salem witch trial. Wynn Cook has devoted his life to kids. And even when this jury acquits him, he'll have to spend the rest of his life beating down the burden of this stigma.
I could understand if there was only one count, but 6. How do you explain away 6 accusations?
All the accusations have the same source. One disturbed, angry woman.
Look, Millie, you've known me your entire life. You think I could do anything like this?
It's hard to ignore.
I know. Listen, I just want to say I am sorry these poor children have to get dragged through this. Now, that's all.
Just one more question.
Thank you. That's enough for now. That's all for now.
One more question with you, Rick.
Enjoy your dinner. You're paying for it.
Why don't you tell me what else I'm paying for?
You're paying me to undermine the credibility of every single witness, starting with Jody Stokes. I've hired private investigators to look into her background here in Chicago. We've got expert witnesses to dispute the medical evidence and the psychological findings, and a group of people from across the nation who've been falsely accused of child molestation. You're a lucky man, you know that?
Lucky?
Lucky you're coming to trial now. This time of year. You can get soft-shell crabs even in Montana.
Yeah, always look at the bright side.
Oh, and I'd resign, temporarily, of course, from your coaching duties. Above all, you're concerned that no parent, even for a second, have any worry about the welfare and safety of their child. Is that understood?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I don't understand what happened in court. What do you mean this is not his first
I wanted to
offense?
get into that with you all. Wynn's done this before.
Why didn't we know about it?
He's had 3 arrests. The first one was thrown out of court on a technicality. The second one was dropped because it was with his own girls.
Oh, my God.
Wynn promised never to see them again. And there was 1 conviction.
If he was convicted, then he has to register as a sex offender.
He was convicted.
Can't you arrest him for that?
But he doesn't have a record.
What the hell does that mean?
Wynn pleaded guilty in Tennessee. They put him in a special program for first-time offenders.
But you said he'd been arrested twice already.
Arrested, but not convicted. When completed the special program, the record was erased.
Who knows how many girls he's done this to? He could be doing it to another kid right now. And why not? The law can't touch him.
The hard, ugly truth is it's tough to put someone like Wynn behind bars. I need everyone's cooperation on this.
I thought you said we could convict him.
I never said that. I can't promise you a conviction, but is that any reason not to fight him?
Hey.
Let's get out of here. Let's go. This is for Jody.
Well, after what those boys did to you, still can't eat.
It was nothing, Mama.
Not nothing. And I know that Jody Stokes is behind it. That girl's always been trouble. I knew it since she was 14 and snuck that piano into the Church of Christ. It's blasphemy.
She was
What
just a
that was.
kid, Mama.
Oh, just like you to forgive her. Why shouldn't you? She only ruined our life.
Mama, would you sit down and eat, please? Just sit down and eat. The soup is fine, thank you very much.
It's all I can do to keep from going up to that girl and telling her to leave us the hell alone.
Not about us, Mama. This is about me. Jody is my business. And we both. We got our reasons, okay? And you just stay the hell away from Jody.
I swear I don't know why you're taking her side against your very own mother.
You don't want to know.
Don't you take that tone with me. I'm the one that wiped your behind and suckled you at this very breast. I don't deserve to be talked to like that.
You want to know what you deserve? Huh?
It's getting cold.
Jody Stokes is right, Mama.
Stop talking nonsense. You know I get upset with these moves.
Get upset. Knowing what I did to Sam and those other girls.
Stop it. I'm not gonna listen.
Yeah, why should you listen? You didn't see what Daddy did to me, did you? Huh? You
don't
knew.
have to hurt me.
You knew about it, and you let it happen. You went away in that mind of yours where nothing bad ever happens. Well, something bad happened to me.
I can't hear you. It's not true. You're lying. You're lying to get back at me. You hate me. I always knew you hated me.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Hey, come here. It's all right. Nothing happened, okay? Everything's fine. Daddy loved me, and he never touched me. You know that. And I never molested anyone. Okay? Everything's fine, just like it's always been. All right? Okay?
Although Jody Stokes has yet to be charged with inciting this vicious crime, Sheriff Staghorn is conducting an investigation that I am certain will result in her arrest.
I had nothing to do with this.
Stokes.
In the meantime, A restraining order would be the least the court could do to protect my client.
Your Honor, there is no evidence linking Ms. Stokes to the beating.
Ms. Stokes threatened my client 2 days before the beating. We can produce the witnesses that saw them argue. And the perpetrator said it was a message from Jody.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sure it will all come out in the trial, where your demeanor will undoubtedly improve. I agree with counsel. The court orders Jody Stokes to stay at least 200 yards from the defendant, Winfield Cook.